Miles Davis respected almost nobody. In 50 years of music, he called very few artists truly great. He dismissed most musicians with one word: amateur. He walked off stages when other artists played badly. He told interviewers, "Most music today is garbage." This was Miles Davis, uncompromising, brutal, honest. So when Miles Davis said about Prince, "He's one of the most talented musicians I've ever seen," the music world stopped. Because Miles Davis didn't say things like that. Ever. What happened between these two men? What did Prince do to earn the respect of the most demanding musician alive? This is the story of the encounter that changed how Miles Davis saw music, and how Prince earned the ultimate compliment. Who was Miles Davis? Not just a jazz musician, the god of jazz. Born in 1926, started music in the 1940s, invented cool jazz, revolutionized bebop, created fusion. Every decade he redefined music. 1959, Kind of Blue, the greatest jazz album in history. 1970, Bitches Brew, merged jazz with rock. Miles Davis didn't just play, he changed music. But Miles Davis was also difficult, very difficult, ruthless with other musicians, standards impossibly high. From interviews to critic, "You don't understand music, don't write," to young musician, "If you can't learn, quit." About pop artists, they're not musicians, they're showmen. When Miles Davis praised someone, it really meant something, and he rarely praised. In the 1980s, Miles Davis looked down on popular music. Michael Jackson, entertainment, Madonna, noise, funk music, simple. Then in 1986, he met Prince, and his opinion changed. February 1986, Paris, France. A music producer organizes a private dinner. Guest list, leading musicians from Europe and America. Two names stand out: Miles Davis and Prince. 60-year-old jazz legend, 27-year-old funk revolutionary, two different generations, two different genres, two different worlds. Prince is touring in Paris. Here's Miles Davis is also in Paris. Producer invites both. You should meet. Miles skeptical. Prince, that pop star? Yes, but also a musician, real musician. Miles, we'll see. Evening dinner, luxury restaurant, private room, 15 people, musicians, producers, artists. Miles Davis enters, knows everyone, sits down. Half hour later, Prince enters. Quietly, purple suit, calm, approaches table, looks at Miles Davis. "Mr. Davis, it's an honor to meet you." Miles looks at him. Long look, evaluating. "Prince, sit." Prince sits, across from Miles. Dinner begins, conversations about music. Miles asks questions, sharp questions. "Did you produce Purple Rain?" "Yes." "Did you play every instrument?" "Yes." "Can you read music?" "Yes, but not always necessary." Miles raises eyebrows. "Not necessary." Musical notation is the foundation. Prince stays calm. "Sometimes your ear tells you better than notes." Miles laughs. Mocking laugh. That's a funk musician answer. Jazz doesn't work that way. Others at table tense. This could turn into argument. But Prince doesn't react. Just, "I love jazz. You taught me a lot." Miles, "You listen to me." "Of course, Kind of Blue. Sketches of Spain, Bitches Brew, all of them." Miles skeptical. "Listening is one thing, understanding is another." "You're right. Do you understand?" Prince pauses. "I don't know, but I try." Miles leans back, looks at Prince. "You play funk, you play pop. That's easy. But jazz? Jazz is different. Jazz requires freedom, requires theory, requires discipline." "I know, you think you know, but you haven't lived it." Silence. Then Miles adds, "To understand jazz, you have to live it. You have to suffer. You have to lose. You haven't lost yet." Prince looks at him. Calm. "Maybe I've lost more than you think." Miles stops. Interesting answer. Dinner ends. People move to salon. Drinks, conversation. In salon there's a piano. Grand piano. Miles turns to musician. Play. Let's hear something. Musician sits, plays jazz standard, beautiful, professional. Miles listens, nods. Good, but not enough. Someone else plays, then another. Miles criticizes all. Rhythm wrong, improvisation weak, soulless. Then looks at Prince. You? Do you play? Prince. A little. Show me. Prince walks to piano, sits. Miles. Play a jazz standard, if you know one. Prince thinks. Then starts playing. Beginning familiar. Classic jazz melody. But then changes. Prince improvises. Chords change. Rhythm shifts. Miles leans forward. Listens. Carefully. Prince continues. Hands flow on piano. Speeds up, slows down, plays, takes melody and breaks it, then rebuilds it. Different, but beautiful. 5 minutes. Doesn't stop. Just plays, explores. Room silent. Everyone listening. Even Miles Davis silent. Prince finishes, ends, silence. Then Miles Davis applauds. Slowly, but applauds. Good. Just one word. But from Miles, that's a novel. Prince stands. Thank you. Miles, sit. Prince sits. Miles comes beside. You understand jazz. More than I thought. I'm your student. No, you're different. You have soul, jazz soul, but you also have your own path. Prince smiles. And take that as compliment. Take it that way, because it is. Then Miles does something nobody expects. Picks up his trumpet. Play again. I'll accompany. Prince shocked. Really? Play. Prince returns to piano. Starts playing. Miles raises trumpet. Plays in the room. Becomes magical. Two legends. Playing together. Jazz and funk mixing. Generations meeting. 15 minutes. Nobody talks. Just music. When they finish, room gives standing ovation. Miles lowers trumpet, looks at Prince. You're real. After that night, Miles Davis started talking about Prince in interviews. 1987 interview. Have you seen Prince? That kid is talented. Really talented. 1988 interview. I like Prince because he's not just showing off. He understands music. 1989 interview. One of the best young musicians I've seen. Knows no boundaries. Music world shocked. Miles Davis praised Prince. Miles Davis praised a funk musician. Other jazz musicians noticed. Herbie Hancock. If Miles respects him, I should listen too. Wynton Marsalis, who initially criticized, maybe I misunderstood Prince. For Prince, this was turning point. Not just pop star, not just funk artist, musician, real musician, with Miles Davis approval. But story isn't just about one night. It's about a lesson. What did Miles Davis teach Prince? Freedom? Musical freedom. What did Prince teach Miles? That boundaries aren't real. Two different worlds, but same language. Music. 1991. Miles Davis passes away. Prince asked in interview, what did Miles Davis mean to you? Prince. He taught me music is bigger than genres. Jazz, funk, rock. These are just labels. Music is music. Did he influence you? Yes. He taught me to know no limits, to try, to not be afraid. Today, musicians still talk about that night, the night Miles Davis and Prince played together. No recording, no video, only memories of those who were there. But impact lasting. Because that night proved music has no boundaries. Jazz, funk, pop, rock, all connected. And real geniuses understand this. Miles Davis knew it. Prince knew it. And one evening in Paris, they showed everyone. Now, go back to this story and ask yourself, when was the last time you learned from someone from different world? When did you last push beyond your own boundaries? Maybe never, but maybe you should. Because Miles Davis and Prince taught, greatness knows no genres, only knows music.